Alright, so Jeskai, Planeswalker taking turns, basically. This is an archetype that made a deep run in the first Hoaglandia Historic Open. And it's got some changes and updates here with the latest set. So basically what this deck is looking to do is take all of the turns with cards like Karn, Temporal, Sundering, and Nexus of Fate here. And you can actually go infinite as early as turn 5 with this deck. So what one of your nuts combo draws looks like is turn 4, you play Fires of Invention. Turn 5, you play a 5th land untapped, and then you play Teferi, Hero of Dominaria for free using Fires. And then Teferi +1 nets you 2 extra mana at your end step, and you float 2 mana, untap your lands, and then cast Nexus using 7 mana. And then you can start taking all of the turns from there. Eventually, you could win the game by exiling your opponent's entire board with the Teferi emblem, and then decking them. Or you can make a Shark with Shark Typhoon and beat them down that way. Or you can play the Orphanguard here as our free roll companion and attack them for 3 a few times. Let's go ahead and pop on into a historic event with this one, see how it goes. Hopefully we have a good run with this one. If we do have a good run with this, it's definitely getting added up to my website. This is one that I enjoyed last time through. Felt powerful. Hope that's the case again. So, whenever I tweet things about Modern and compare things to obnoxious cards like Blood Moon, there's always some kind of Blood Moon apologist that pops up in my mentions, usually a couple of them. But just as a general reminder, anybody who holds the awful opinion of Blood Moon punishes greedy mana bases is an easy block, chat. Easy block. Well, Nexus, Karn's Temporal Sundering is a well-designed taking turn spell, so it doesn't shuffle back in. So you still want to ego Nexus of Fate. What's the perk of being a mod on this channel? Why the block? Because my most precious resource, and yours too, honestly, is your time. And anybody that doesn't realize that Blood Moon doesn't punish greedy mana bases, that's not what it actually does, isn't worth taking or giving my time to at any point in the future. That's not a person that holds reasonable opinions that I'm gonna have reasonable interactions with. So thinning my timeline of people that are gonna post unreasonable things is a net positive for me. Moments before the accident here. Do I bin this? I'm kind of looking for more sweepers for now, right? I think I'm supposed to bin that. Filling up the graveyard for this is also valuable. What you have to realize with what you have to realize with social media is there's a lot of people out there who they're not rude and they're not terrible people, but they're also just like gonna take your time up and it's not worth giving them your time, is basically what it comes down to. I'm sad you made the right Magic play. Alright, so Aether Gust and Baffling Ends get to come in here, easy peasy. I think Teferi Time Raveler probably comes out. What are my trims from here? Do I just cut the Shark Typhoon so I can assume I can beat them with the Orphanguard or Teferi emblem? You become president, it'll be illegal for you to block people. So enjoy it while it lasts, lol. We'll just make an official president account, and then I'll have a president account and my crap posting account. Which I'm like, Age Run from Dreams. Cutting Teferi makes Sundering worse. Yeah, yes and no. Like, The fact that Orphanguard is legendary for this is, like, really good. So I think it's fine. I think this is fine. Is this hand good? When Jeff runs for president, they'll leak his OnlyFans account. You assume we aren't playing Zedra because of Shark Typhoon. Shark Typhoon meets the requirement for Zedra, Fires does not. So Fires does not have an activated ability. I mean, my opinion on the topic is that I think Teferi's worse than the other cards in my deck. That's why I boarded it out. Card. Hoping for like a Teferi next turn. Or another sweeper. Don't Questing Beast me. Don't do it. Rekindling Phoenix is really good. What's the main utility behind Orphanguard of this deck? It's a free roll. Is the purpose. Teferi does prevent cleave, is an interesting thought. I don't know. Is it better than Karn's Temporal Sundering? Temporal Sundering is the card that would have let us get back into that game, and I don't know that Teferi would have necessarily let us win. Maybe this is better. Maybe Drawn from Dreams isn't good enough, and I'd rather have cards that impact the board. Yeah, I'd buy that for $1. Siren Flow, thanks for the 3 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Hand's a little bit soft to Questerson, but very good otherwise. Yeah, that would be fine, Niv. That would be acceptable.
Trust me. You'll thank me later. I'll protect you.
Hopefully that'll be getting fixed in today's patch, Gold Cesars. There is a patch today. Can you put me give me a DM or put it through the forum just so I remember? Just keep our health total high here. Totally missed we were doing walkers today. Someone cut it in, Lurking Blade. Twas a line cut. We have a naturalize here. Yep. What's our best possible draw next turn? Like Aether Gust, probably. Because we can Teferi plus and then still cast it. There's a Yorion build listed this build that's done well. Sure, I believe that. Yorion's real good.
I know.
They have Questing Beast, I'm super sad next turn. Well, if they don't take Teferi off the table here, we're going to be in a very good spot. If they do take Teferi off the table, probably still in an okay spot, but slightly less good. Never not Questing Beast. Lack of things like Bone Crusher Giant in this list might be suspect too here. Just more flexible cards that let you deal with things at instant speed after you. I don't know, Time Lord. I'm not in charge of their formats. I'm just PR for them. Probably dead here. Questing Beast feels like a tough nut. The way this deck is built, we do not have a lot of meaningful answers to this card. We have, like, Aether Gust as a temporary answer, and then, like, Shatter the Sky, basically. Yeah, that would be fine, Shredder Stone. The fields on my forum are free entry, so you can just, like, put multiple deck lists in there and say, I'd like to donate for whichever, and I'll email you back and let you know. Justice Strike, that's a really good one. Yes, especially with Phyrexian Obliterator coming to the format. Like, Phyrexian Obliterator is gonna be a card here soon. Justice Strike sounds great. Like, if this Baffling End had been Justice Strike that game, we would have won that game and it would not have been close. We would have Justice Struck that Questing Beast and untapped and started taking turns with Teferi in play. Opponent must have had something come up. Life happens sometimes. But sometimes you hit Q, and then, we do take those, yep. Is Obliterator unplayable because of Justice Strike? No, I don't think so, not at all, JVL. Historic's a pretty varied format. Like, one color combination having a removal spell that's good against your threat is not a big deal. Just board it out. You think Obliterator will be unplayable because of Field of the Dead? I actually think Obliterator's a really good threat in the face of Field of the Dead. Like, they can't jump block it, and if they block it with 3 zombies, they have to sacrifice 6 things. Obliterator is also an incredible amount of devotion in the face of being able to Grey Merchant people out of the game. Obliterator is going to be very good against Skrull. I'm not even convinced that Field of the Dead is very good in this format, if I'm being honest. The Field of the Dead decks have not been putting up incredible results. They feel just okay most of the time. But I'm playing a bit of a brew here. Back in my day, 5/5s only cost 3, but we had to sacrifice the permanents. Oh, Phyrexian Negator. Like, how much fielders usually? Not a lot. It's not like, Field of the Dead was a good unban, because it lets people who love that card, i.e. me, really play it, but it's, like, nowhere near overbearing, right? Yeah, this is literally just a free roll 3-2, Bob. Yeah, I think the Auric Field deck, if you play well with it, it's like a good 45-55% deck. I think you're a little bit behind against most things game 1, and you're ahead a little bit against most things post-board. It's an incredibly satisfying archetype to play if you're someone that mulligans and plays well. Really, really excited to see what other archetypes Wizards is going to try, the Arena team's going to try to put forward after seeing Obliterator. Yes, if a 10/10 blocks Obliterator, it deals 10 damage to the Obliterator. Alright, let's take some turns, huh? Nice, Mr. Chainsaw. Lord of the Pearl Trident, thanks for the year and a half. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. You want Cryptic Command? You choose to deal less when attacking into it, right? If they double block. So if they double block, you choose how you assign damage to their blocking creatures. But if they single block, not so much. I would love Spell Stutter Sprite. I think we just play the backup fires just because. Actually, probably not, right? I might want, I might want to, like, bounce my fires at some point. Cryptic Command would be fine. Shark, yeah, probably, honestly. So, next turn, we get to go land, Shark Typhoon, Karn Temporal Sundering, and then the game probably ends, right? And if we draw a 7th land in our next 2 draws, we get to Nexus right after. What's our legendary permanent? My free card is legendary. My free card is legendary. You think they let just anybody guard the orphans, chat? Cryptic Command, lock scroll out. What do you mean by lock scroll out? I mean, Cryptic Command can be fog, draw a card, if that's what you mean. Alright, yeah. So this game is over. They've lost. Zeva Wise, thanks for the 10 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. I take a turn. I would like to bounce your oven. I would like to make a shark. Daddy shark. Do 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 do. Sure, but that's Mystic Sanctuary is not just cryptic. It also requires getting to Mystic Sanctuary and having islands in play, which is a lot less trivial when there's not fetch lands in the format. Shark Tornado. Do 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 do. Bew 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 bew. See, look at this. This Nexus deck is way more pleasant than the Bant one we played the other day. This is way more pleasant. Just kills them very quickly. Just like let's do the thing and you die. Things were done. My opponent is dead. I don't really know what they're doing. Guess I'll board in one of those. Couldn't you have Nexus first, Karn, bounce the fires, the Nexus again? Yes, Bob. Yeah, one of the reasons to not play your fires out, your second fires out, is so you could do things like that. It's a good catch. In a pinch, if we needed to do that, we could have put three spells that turn. They didn't really play anything too large. I think I just keep Clarion here as the cheaper sweeper. Rewarded. You're like bad guy adjacent, for sure. In the realm of bad guy, almost assuredly. I'm the bad man. Do 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 do. All right, in the bin. In the bin. Every good deck's the bad guy against barrier bones. Harsh but fair. Harsh but fair. What song are you memeing when you sing My Winona? Is it My Shinoda? Shinoda? I don't know. I don't remember what the actual lyrics are offhand. What are we actually singing? Sharona. My Sharona. There you go. That sounds right. Yeah, my Sharona. Do 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 do. Yeah, that's definitely it. Meh. Meh. Sniper Keeper. Sniper Keeper is an ABBA song. Super Trooper. Cause it's a Sniper Keeper. Do 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 do. Snipa keepa. Okay, we got a good range here in Hoaglandia, okay? My Belonga by Weird Al. Wow, Matthew. First of all, how dare you? Should we prefer choose Clarion there since Rider can escape later? I mean, I still have a Shatter, right?
Show remorse. I'll show restraint.
I'll show restraint. What's usual turnaround days when you submit a deck donation form? Deck donation forms usually get a response within 2 days or so. Usually the ceiling. You'll get an email back tonight or sometime tomorrow. As far as duration to get the deck played, that depends on what donation accompanies it. We're a little backed up right now because of the set release, but that'll change as the time goes on. Although maybe with HA3 coming up, we might stay busy. Although I guess HA3 doesn't happen until the 21st, huh? There's a little bit of time there. Was hoping to hit a land there, but, you know, it is what it is. Our orphan does not guard the sharks, chat. Wow! Way to turn on me and make their cat bigger. Crude. Crude. They're coming for our orphans, chat. Wait, what? I think the opponent made an oopsie, chat. I think they just misclicked. I think they just misclicked.
Trust me, I have a plan.
Alright, hidden mode here. You saw someone playing Black Red Obosh at Historic earlier with Chain Whirler and Death Dweller. Sounds sweet. Chain Whirler with Tormund's been a thing in Historic too, which is also good. Yeah, they sacked Cat out of habit basically. It's definitely what happened there. Hey, Dreslin, thanks for the Prime support. I appreciate that. Okay, so I'm gonna Karn's Temporal Sundering, pick my Teferi up here. Slow instead of chat. Climbing on up the historic event. You know what the actual, the more I think about it, chat, do you know what the actual solution to Lurrus in Modern is? If they unban Pod and Splinter Twin, those are 2 more decks that can't play Lurrus, right? They might not be playable in Modern in general, but we could find out, right? What if the solution is just like give us more toys where you actually have to make decisions? What if we did that instead of banning more sweet cards? Could that be a possibility? HA3 does not release until the 21st, unfortunately. We'll play Lurrus Twin without the twin, something like that. I think because they're playing mono blue, I'm supposed to draw so I can see if I can hit the land naturally to Shark Typhoon and make a token. It's really unfortunate. Yeah, I bet this deck does not beat mono blue. There's 4 Aether Gusts in the sideboard that don't come in here as our cheap creature interaction. The reason I enjoy Historic more than Standard is because aggressive decks are more reasonable in this format. I personally enjoy Magic more when aggressive decks are playable. And not just playable, but good. Alright, don't pierce me, Daddy. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't pierce me. Whew! Halfway there. Oh, living on a prayer. Take my hand. We'll make it, I swear. Oh, do 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 do, do 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 do. Someone call the police. There, I would like to report a robbery. Can someone please call the police and report a robbery? Because we just stole the crap out of that game. We just... Is it crazy to cut all of my extra turn spells? Is that the plan? I think that's the plan, right? You want to keep 1 Nexus? No, I don't think we need to take an extra turn here. All right. Let's draw some lands, chat. We added the 27th land to our deck so I can keep hands like this and then complain extra when we brick. Whoo! Whoo! This land drop, I would like to dedicate this land drop to everybody in Twitch chat who believed in me. Thank you. I wouldn't be where I am today without all of y'all. Thanks for keeping me in it to win it. No fear in this dojo. Well then. Well. Probably can't win or opponent. I'm gonna mess up their data and I'm gonna put a frowny face even though we won the match. I'm sure someone out there is tracking how often people frowny face when they win. Saw some folks using the NRG command in chat. I'm partnering with Nerd Rage Gaming again to promote some of their tournaments. They're moving their series to doing some online events in the current climate in which we live. Their first arena event is May 9th, this Saturday. If you're interested in playing some Standard, you can find all the details on their MTG Melee page now. I think this is their second event overall. They're also doing some Magic Online formats as well. A good range of Magic formats supported by them. I think we bottom the Sacred Foundry here. Lead on the Triome. Clarion, 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 do, please. Clarion, Clarion, 7-drop. Yep. Yep. Yep, yep, yep. Yep, yep, yep.
Oh, I've done the hero thing before.
Alright, well, I mean, we get to play Fires next turn, but it's not looking good for our hero, chat. 7-drop, Clarion, you know, tomato, tomato, very, very similar. I think Dark Confidant would be a good addition to Historic. I don't know.
We will meet again.
I don't know if that really does anything super useful. Clarion. Alright, we take those. We take those, chat. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Goodbye, friends. That'll do, pig. That'll do. We get 8 looks at another sweeper next turn. Whew! Whew! Had 8 looks. Only needed 1, chat. Only needed 1. I should take the extra shatter, right? Taking the extra shatter is the responsible thing to do. We get to cast Nexus of Fate next turn, and then our opponent will probably concede. So again, Teferi Fires allows you to cast Nexus with just 5 mana. You see I put a stop on the end step there. So remember, when Fires is out, you can still cast spells for mana.
Hurry.
Hey, Nocturboa. Thanks for the Prime support. I appreciate that. Welcome. Mama Shark doo 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 doo. Mama Shark doo 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 doo. Yes, Fires does let you play things at instant speed still, which is nice. We're mostly in garbage time here at this point, just going through the motions. Pretty unlikely the opponent can win at this point.
Keep up the pace.
Get some lifelink, make a 3/3. This is a creatureless deck that is a free 8th card. It is, Nemesis. This is, just the free roll Orphanguard. Just the free roll Orphanguard. I think I trimmed the sharks last time. What do we think of this board play? I think this is what we settled on. I would like some number of Justice Strikes on the sideboard, I think, is a takeaway. This is good enough for now. Alright. Let's see if Teferi on 3 buys us enough time to have Shatter on 4 stabilize things. It often does it. Great. Clarion, my wayward son. There'll be peace when you are gone. Lay your weary head to rest. Don't you cry no more. Don't play a questing beast. Yikes. Alright, so we're going to at least 9 here. Going to at least 9, possibly lower. Yeah, the fact that Triomes bring check lands into play untapped is great. 3-color mana bases always felt a little bit awkward in this format, and now they feel very reasonable. How greedy is it to Teferi bounce the Questing Beast? Probably unnecessarily greedy. I don't know, they don't have a 4th land. There's a good chance they have another Questing Beast, right? They missed a land drop, and like if I shatter, they get to draw a card. Yeah, they bring your castles into play on tap too, which is a big deal. For sure. Gamble not paid off. Alright. Got 2 shots at a Nexus here. Swing and a miss.
Right, we need to move quickly.
That's close. I think we just do this. Yeah, Kira dies to ambush, and then we die. It's a good call. Wow! Kick it. Okay, that's the Nexus of Fate. Actually, maybe I wanted the Baffling End there, too. So we get to take an extra turn next turn, which is great.
No time for a break.
What aggro decks do you think are good? I think Feather's good. I think Gruul aggro is very good. I actually don't have Gruul aggro up on website because we haven't played a ton of it.
Hold that thought.
I think I'm just giving lifelink here. Here's the ambush we were worried about. So, dead to Questing Beastland, dead to Spellbreaker. Yep, that's unfortunate. Worth noting that I was dead there even if I had used the Clarion, because then I'd be at 3 and I wouldn't have gained life. Need another spell there. Our free 3-2 almost dragged us across the finish line, but not quite. This hand's very good. Again, this Triome bringing both Castle and Sulfur Falls into play untapped is huge. The Teferi gamble put us down 4. I mean, there's no guarantee they didn't have another Questing Beast, right? So no, that's strictly true. Haste is cheating, right? So, I wouldn't have... Oh, I could have drawn... That's fair. I could have drawn the Baffling End with Teferi, right? So if I keep the Baffling End there, maybe we end up okay? Is a fair assessment? Why'd they shock and Stomping Ground? I have no idea. think I just do this to cast 2 spells for the turn. Thoughts on the importance of green in historic Winona? Why does black make you more aggressive? Can you explain? Be specific, don't be vague. Really? They killed my Triome and not my castle. Oh, that seems wrong.
Here we go.
Playing this out gets me a 7th card in the bin for Teferi. Also potentially lets me hit a land drop this turn. Looking for 5 mana Tef. If they don't have another Rune Blaster here to kill our search for Azcanta, the game's pretty likely over. Well, I guess even if they do that, I have another one, right? So it's still pretty okay.
They can only punish you if they catch you.
Being at 14 here still, feeling a little bit okay. I guess they have double hasters they can put us on a real clock, but there's a good chance we start taking turns. I am OMG King Koopa. I will not be live tomorrow, but I'm looking forward to getting my hands on some spoilers here. Man, that's super unfortunate. Oh, I punted. I'm gonna draw a land here and be super sad. I'm gonna draw a land here and be super sad. Alright, JK, LOL. JK, LOL. Could have floated mana, transformed, and guaranteed a turn. I don't know if that's correct. You're right, that's a legal play. I don't know if that's something I necessarily want to do, though. Alright, everybody clench. Gotta not take 8 here. We could realistically take 8. Maybe I'm supposed to tuck Clothis. Yeah, I think I punted. I'm supposed to tuck Clothis here. They're gonna like turn Clothis on and kill me. If we get a turn, we win the game. Wait, what? Yeah, deal. Did they miscount? They could just have a bunch of Embercleaves in hand, that's true.
You know what? I'm not done yet. This might be a bad idea. Hold that thought.
This is the way we take the turns, take the turns, take the turns. This is the way we take the turns. Do 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 do. Does anybody remember? Did I board out the what's it called? The Shark Typhoons? I think I boarded out the Shark Typhoons. I did, right? And I already played my Orphanguard. Okay, we'll start making 1/1 tokens here in a second. I don't do this lightly. I go into this with a heavy heart. Are we the baddies? Yes. Yes, deterministically, yes. We are the bad man. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. We're going for the old flawless victory here, chat. Alright, I'm not attacking until we get rid of all their permanents. It is my Teferi given right to not attack until they have no permanents left, chat.
This is hardly my worst defeat.
Oh man, this Teferi even speeds up the process.
Let's slow this.
Just like bounce your sword, draw a card, exile something. You love to see it. I mean, they don't have to be salty, chat. They could just be letting us enjoy ourselves. Come on now. I wouldn't be playing this deck if I didn't enjoy doing this. Like if you're gonna get upset that your opponent lets you exile their entire board, this is the wrong deck for you folks. I ain't running out of time anytime soon. We're just having a good old time. This is yeah, if you don't enjoy this, I'd recommend playing something else. This is not the deck for you. Alright, they have one more permanent. We'll start attacking in a moment.
It's only a matter of time.
Oh, you haven't seen the last of it.
Hurry!
Oh, second White Castle, busted. Second White Castle, busted. Who made this deck? A monster.
That's more like it.
I don't know who they are, where they are in the world, but they are certainly a monster. Have to discard the hand size. Pretty unlucky. I'm gonna transform that just so it stops bothering me.
No time for a break.
Stop asking me stupid questions, Azcanta. Don't judge me for my... Listen, we don't kink shame here, okay? Whatever you're into, we're okay with. Alright, I guess I technically don't need to do that. Alright. Crunch, 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 crunch. Crunch, 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 crunch. Hey, good match, Noctroba. Good look at the rest of your constructed event. See, not salty, just letting us have our fun. Taking turns is fun, chat. That's why we do it. The Collector, probably a creature deck. I think I mulligan this against a creature deck, right? Maybe this means it's okay because it's gonna give us some extra selection. It's close. It's an all sorcery deck. Something like that. Oh, yeah. I was just about to say they could be a Winona variation, right? My Winona could definitely be a Winona. Yeah, I bet this matchup's pretty close to impossible, right? We have like no good instant speed stuff. Feeling pretty dead, chat. Yeah, Justice Strike is good in this matchup, isn't it?
Oh, I've done the hero thing before.
Am I a monster? You know what, Bob? We don't have to answer difficult questions like that, right? Yeah, confirmed Winona. We could be dead here. Very likely dead here. Joiner of Forces. Gonna get to look at the top 6 cards of their deck. Grab a human. Yep. Alright. Are there Marauders? There are. Look at that. Just casual turn 4. Turn 4 puts you to negative 16. This is gonna be the last match with this deck, Shadow Kid. But I would definitely recommend putting some Justice Strikes in your board if you're gonna play this in general. Clarion's actually probably not good enough. I'm trim Adron from Dreams. I think it's important that I keep my extra turn spells here because I think combo killing them is actually one of our better routes to victory. Jazav, thanks for the quarter of a year. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Yeah, Strike's good against Obliterator. Strike's also just good with 5 mana Teferi, because it's instant speed interaction that you can cast after he untaps 2 of your lands. Yeah, Danto Vanguard's definitely not easy. Baffling End is our one answer to that. This is a deck that Lavinia is really good against. Our deck Lavinia is good against? Disagree. I think our deck has a ton of ways to kill a 2/2, incidentally.
This isn't a fight you can win.
Send that one back from whence it came.
I've got time.
I think Justice Strike or Seal Away is better 2 mana removal for Jeskai. Honestly, I think I'd probably be on Justice Strike and Seal Away as opposed to Baffling End. I think you want a mix of them. I don't think it's a strictly better, strictly worse comparison necessarily. I think we gotta clean these out so we don't get Winona'd here. The problem with Seal Away in this matchup specifically is that it doesn't kill Winona. Grafdigger's Cage could be okay in this matchup. The problem with Cage is that the problem with Cage is, God bless America. Well, I was hoping to draw an untapped land there, so that way I could go Teferi into Aether Gust your thing. The problem with cage is we just die to their fair creature plan still. That's part of the issue. Like there's like their vanguards and goblin or legion war boss are just like both very good against us. The shuffler is as rigged as the earth is flat. Wake up, sheeple! The truth is out there. I think if they play Winona here, I'm supposed to gamble and let them get one trigger and then gust the war boss. I think is the line. Yeah, I think if I let Teferi die here, I can't win. So I think we do this and just hope that Winona bricks. I think if Winona bricks and we draw a land, we're in a good spot. They topped the war boss. That's a mistake, right? Because that gives them one less hit. Do they have message? I guess they have 6 blanks. We need not Angrass Marauders, not Hactos. Alright, they found Winona, and they punted here by not sending the 1/1 at Teferi. It's a little bit of a mistake there on their part.
You know what? I'm not done yet.
Drawing Nexus here is better than treading water because, what's it called? It lets us have an extra Teferi activation, which is great. It's better than Explore because Teferi's in play.
Hold that thought.
Great, Azcanta flips here, so the game's probably done at this point. We're not guaranteed to go off fully, but we're pretty likely. Yeah. Because like I get 2 Azcanta activations here with Teferi, which is great. Game is night and day different if my opponent sends their goblin token at my 5 mana Teferi there. Easy mulligan here. We bottom that, keep our land so we can cast our sweepers in our interaction. Alright, chat. Have I mentioned that the Naya Winona deck is very good? Have I mentioned that the Naya Winona deck is very good? And again, this kind of exemplifies why it's so tough for us. Like, even if they don't have Winona here, like, we're still just in a lot of trouble, right? Like, just War Boss is just killing us. We need to draw Clarion here to tread water. I guess that appropriately treads. Not really, but close. They're attacking for 8 next turn, and then I get to go Fire Shatter. You're like 0-10 against Naya Winona with your mid-range pile. You need more Grafdigger's Cages and spot removal in your life. We have not played with Collector. We've been playing builds with Lead the Stampede and Domri. Wow! Get Stone Rained. And we're dead. Super dead. Just the deadiest The deadiest of dead. Get rune blasted. Again, Nexus of Fate, Field of the Dead, not actually problems in this format because there are good aggro decks that beat them down. Alright, as far as this is concerned, I do think this archetype's pretty reasonable. I'm probably still going to put some form of it up on the website, even if we did get beat up in the last one there. I think the big change I would make is I want more ways to actually kill Winona and at instant speed. So I think these Baffling Ends and Aether Gusts, I think I would cut those like that. And I put a couple of Seal Away in here. And I put a couple of, honestly, more Justice Strike might even be better. Like getting up to 3 over the Aether Gust. The upside of Aether Gust is that it's useful against Wilderness Reclamation and other Fires decks. But Justice Strike is just like really, really reasonable against aggro. And two mana instant speed interaction is really good because you can cast it after Teferi untaps your lands, right? So that's a big angle to it. All right, what are we doing? We've got more Historic coming up. We're playing Historic all day today. I'm going to go ahead and hit a quick ad roll while I get everything set up and flipped over and the client restarted. When we get back, we are going to try some Jund Luris here, featuring the food package with Trail of Breadcrumbs in Historic. Don't go anywhere. Thanks for hanging out today, folks.